Hey guys, this is just a video I promised on the Forex Factory thread with regards to the trading system I'm discussing. First up, I'm not selling anything here, so it's not a commercial site, so I don't expect excellent quality videos or anything like that. It's pretty basic, and I do apologise for the sound quality, as I can't seem to find my good headsets. I'm on my $25 one from Kmart. Anyway, this is just I'll just run through basically what I'm talking about here. You probably get a few stops and starts. I'll set up the EA and run the tests, etc. But I just want to show you, here's one of my favourite pairs I like to trade just because it's pretty volatile. It's the Euro Aussie, Euro Australian dollar. This is here in front of us is a 1 hour chart. That's just a simple moving average, well, it's not a simple moving average, it's actually a linear weighted, I'll bring it up, linear weighted 960 moving average, just something I use on the 1 hour chart. It's equivalent to the 40 on the daily, which a lot of people use. These red and green dots you see on the chart, they are my custom indicators. That's just a custom indicator that's been made for me that gives me, I've talked about them before, MACD Platinum and the QQE Advanced. So that's just the 1 hour, that's on the 1 hour chart there. This yellow arrow you can see up here, there's one there that obviously points down, so we're assuming that's a sell, and here's one here that points up, that's a buy. Now all they are, it's another custom indicator I've had made up. Basically they're showing me the same indicators as the red and green dots, but on a daily chart. So this is a 1 hour chart, so I'm using a higher time frame like a daily to give me a signal. That basically tells me when the daily chart using the same indicators has gone short and it's reversed along here. So we'll just use this as an example. It's a nice downward slope. As you can see, there's an arrow on the left up here. I have to put my crosshairs on because the cursor doesn't show up on Camtasia. And here's up, so we'll go from one arrow to the next. We'll go to the sell. So basically I elect these dates here which are already set in. It's the 18th, I think 18th of March 2014 through to the about the 16th of April. So it's just a month, 1 month of trading. So it's a downward move, as you can see. It clearly shows as downward slope. So you think I'm going to cherry pick this? You're probably right. But what my system will do is we'll take every red dot, because it's only taken sell trades, and I'll show you how to set that up. So, and we'll be looking for a target of 240 pips. So it's basing on the initial lot, which will be 0.1. So each pip is worth $1, or roughly, on the Euro AUD. So we'll be looking for about $240 on each sequence. So if it didn't make it on the first trade, and I don't think it does, no, that's only 110 pips down. It won't make it on the second, it'll probably make it on the third, even though that'll be twice the size of that, and that'll be 3 times the size. We'll see. You'll see it in action when right, I don't want to take up too long talking about it, so let's it's called the FX1363, the CA. So I always use $10,000 accounts for testing, back testing. That's just my thing. Right, so you got a choice here. I've picked short only. Inputs. Now there's my settings. These are these red and green dots. Don't worry about them too much. So it's all pretty straightforward. First lot, you can see here 0.1, this initial lot. Then I've got my fib sequence 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, then all these 34s. It'll go for 40 maximum trades. Got my profit target of 240, so that's all you really need to know. Alright, so I'll put this on. I'll just quickly pause the video while I hit the start button. Right, back off pause. I just had to set up the chart with the template, and I'll just show you this baby in action. So just keep an eye on, I'll try and explain it as it's going. Right, it's taken the first sell trade, that's that red arrow. It's ignored the buy trades, taken another sell trade. So we've got 1, Yeah, there we go. Target's hit 200. Told you it was on that third trade there, and it's hitting the target on the way down. Still looking for 240 pips every sequence. So there's another sequence closed out. Each one of these I call a sequence or a cycle. So it's closing them out. As you can see, we're going down, which is obvious because it's a good downward trend. So don't get me wrong, I've picked it specifically, but I'm going to show you something in a second that will impress you, hopefully, or may not. So here we got several trades. There's this 240 pips, even though we've got some losers, but we're relying on the bigger size trades, the bigger position size trades to create the winner. Here's another sequence closed out. There's another sequence closed out. So we just picking off 240 pip trades all the way down. As you can see, money management is critical. There we go, another one. Getting close to the end. Might get one more here, hopefully. No, I'm going against this. There, see another red arrow. There we go, another one closed out, getting close to the end. Alright, that's finished. Let's have a look at the graph. There we go, from 10k up to 12. Nice steady chart, not too stressful. No real major pullbacks. Let's have a look at the report. Start off at 10,000. Profit 1,995. Profit factor 5.08. Absolute drawdown was only $208 or $209. 32 trades. As you can see, short positions 1, 78%. Long positions 0%. They're all short trades. Average $99. Average loser 69. So that's pretty good. So what I'll do, I'll just pause it for a sec. Alright, now you thought I cherry picked that. Let's just go back to exactly the same times and change that short to long, and I'll just show you what it does going the opposite direction. So it's exactly the same time, dates, 18th of March to the 16th of April, 1 month. From there to there, down, nice big downward trend, and we're going to go long. Only going to take all trades on the to the long side, so this will be a little bit different. Hopefully it'll work for me. There we go, one sequence closed out, 240 pips. Once it starts heading down, might get a bit messy. Another sequence closed out to the long side, and as you can tell, the trend is heading down. It'll only open trades on the green arrows. There's a third trade open. So there's a sequence 1, 2, 3. Now we're at 5 lots, or 5. There's 8. There's 13. There we go. Closed out. Made the, even though most of them are losers. Oh, can't get rid of that. All right. So it's still continuing to close out another sequence there. And we've got 4 trades open now to the long. So as I said, money management's critical. 5 trades. There we go, another sequence closed. 3 of them were losers, 1 was a winner, but the winner being a bigger position size, more than compensated for the other ones. Getting close to the end, may get another closeout hopefully. Bum, bum. There we go, another one. So another 240 pips there. This video is getting close to 10 minutes, so I'll just... There's another one. And there we go, we've stopped. So let's quickly have a look at the graph. It'll be a lot more, yeah, nowhere near as smooth, nowhere near as long. Let's have a look at it. Still managed to profit 1,572, profit factor 1.61, drawdown was a lot bigger, 3,296 and 36%. Again, short 0% because no short trades were taken. Long trades, 51.43%. Average winner 230, average loser 151. So it worked both ways. Now I'll just pause and I'll set up another chart. And finally, I'll just give you a quick look at a daily chart. This is the Euro Yen, Euro Japan. I've just gone from this date here where it crosses this. This is just 800 simple moving average I put on the daily chart. So we're looking from about the 18th of December 2012. It's above the 800, so we're just going to take the longs. This is the daily chart, so every green dot, that will be my new entry. I've already run the test, so I wasn't going to waste your time, and show you it just falls off near the end there a bit. So the settings, I've just changed the profit to 300, just changed it up a little bit, and it was 0.1 of a lot, same as before. We're only taking long trades. There's a look at the graph. So it started off down to $10,000, ends up just over 14,000. Just fell away at the end there a bit because this trade's in here, hasn't had a chance to recoup the losses. And the report, there you go, 10,000, 4,300 plus profit factor 2.96. Only 34 trades. You can count those green dots plus the ones in between where it starts a new sequence. Drawdown 19.92%. Profit trade 73.53. They're all long. Average win 260. Average loss 244. So yeah, that just gives you an idea what I talked about, guys. So that's getting up near 12 minutes for this video. So I'll call it quits there, and I'll get this posted on Forex Factory. Thanks very much.